I read here in the first time and see all the poetry on the back and decide to stay here for all the ship for the war. So the first ship, the name is Man or War, became the bed and after became the vineyard. All it's the vineyard. We have 4,500 acres, so it's a big area. And we have 76 vineyards. And the first vine is planted in 1993. We start to the cider winter. The cider winter is here, this area, because there are a lot of winter in the Sauvignon Blanc, like the cold area. So this wine is no malolactic, no bowel in this wine. We have just the characteristic of the Sauvignon Blanc. It's very interesting on the nose, so like lime, cordial, passion fruit seed, passion fruit seed. And when we're tasting, it's more like minerality, fresh, a little rocky on the mouth, so it's just perfect. Dry. You like it or you don't like it?
Oh, like. Good.
We buy some brioche, nuts, nose. And on taste we find some citrus, overripe stone fruits with a smoky finish.
Okay. Thank you. そしてワイン。調子いい。めっちゃうまですよ。
So we pass to the dreadnoughts. It's 100% Syrah. So 100% Syrah, we keep 30 days the skin from in the vat for keep the color and also for keep the juice and for keep the tannins because the tannins come from the juice. So it's very interesting to do the skin. Sorry, it's very interesting to keep the skin. And we have 28% new French oak in this one. On the palate, it's more dark orange and spicy. And when we're tasting, it's like smoky bits. You have hint of chocolate in the mouth. It's very easy to drink even in summer. It's 15 minutes on the fridge. It's like a hot red one. It's very, very amazing. And yes, just easy to drink in. Perfect.
Thank you.
Good degustation.
Thank you.
Millefeuille? Yes, of course.
Ah, two?じゃあまた乾杯の儀を行おう。Yes、乾杯。
So this is a blend of Bordeaux. A blend of Bordeaux, we have 5 crop varieties: Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Petit Verdot, Malbec. 30% new French oak. 2 months for this process for making this wine. So 18 months all the crop varieties separated and 2 months all together. It's a very good wine for me. I like it, my favorite.
回目の乾杯と乾杯。匂いが最初のやつに似てる。白くて飲みやすーうまいうまい。どこだ？おー。
So these look like they are common dolphins. So these dolphins are the common dolphins because they are found almost in every part of the world. So they are distinguishable by the patterns on their bodies. So they have what looks like an hourglass pattern.
イルカや
So they have a lighter brown and a dark colour, which is marked with common dolphins. Be a carp.
这以后走我
So there are different types of pods. So we have a mother's calves pod, but we don't seem to have that. There can also be a family pod, a matriarchal pod. We can also have pods of just males.
他谈一下，那怎么整个身上有东西是吧？
And if you see these birds that are flying around, they also happen to have quite an amusing relationship with dolphins. So sometimes you'll see them laying in the water and a dolphin will come up underneath it, purposely to annoy the bird and make it fly away. Dolphins also use a form of communication. So they have this thing called a mallet in their head. And so what they do is they produce clicks, which is essentially a sound wave that is projected forward and into the water. So this helps them sing. So no matter what the conditions that we see on the surface, they are always able to see under the water through these clicks. And they can produce around about 10,000 a second. And so this just helps them get a glimpse of the sea floor, their food, and anything around them. Dolphins can also do a thing called bubble eating. So that is when they will produce bubbles from their blowholes around a school of fish. And this attracts the fish to feed them so they can feed on them. Dolphins also have to consciously breathe. So unlike us, we just breathe without even having to think about it. Dolphins actually need to time their breathing from when they come up to the surface. So now that I've made you think about your breathing patterns, you can think about a dolphin being under the water and going, I need to breathe right now. So when they come up to the surface, they essentially shoot. It's not just water, it is hot air because their blowhole all straight to their lungs. So it was also a bit of mucus along with a little bit of water from around them.
いやーいっぱいだ。
an observing permit, folks, means that we have half an hour with each pod that we find. We have very strict rules that regulate our interactions with them. And there's actually only one other operator in Auckland that is legally, commercially allowed to come out and observe dolphins. These are super, super bright, super intelligent creatures. If they wanted to, they could definitely trick us and lose us. And they do that by most of the pods going down. Look, there's some right over there. Going down the water, taking off, while a few of them stay behind to lead us in another direction. And then once they feel like they've gone enough distance, they'll disappear. Some dolphins can be rather naughty. This may be in a cute little area I'll show. So this could be through birds and bees or from other behaviours such as bullying. They can temporarily get kicked out of a pod. And when this happens, and it is typically juvenile males that this happens to. Sounds about right, yep. And they all go form a small little pod until they're left back into their main pod. There are two types of cetaceans. We have tooth and a baleen. So these dolphins, these guys are toothed, and the main difference between the two being that toothed cetaceans, they use echolocation. Is the actual same? It's like a radar. They send out signals from their melon, which will bounce back off any solid object around them, but including the surface of the water. And they'll come back giving them a picture of what is around them. Now the other type of cetacean that we deal with is the baleen. And that is the Brutus whale. So the Brutus whale is the main kind of whale that we have here in the Hauraki Gulf. And we're very lucky we may see one today, but no promises on that, sorry guys. But a baleen whale, like the Brutus whale, does not use echolocation. Instead, they will use simply can't see very well, but they can see the dolphin slashing about. They can hear it again, it's diving. So they know there's a pretty good chance it's going to be some nice window. So another thing about the toothed cetaceans, so they typically will eat squid, and it's kind of similar as fish, so like pilchards, anchovies, and anything that they can fit in their mouth. And so baleen typically goes for the smaller species, such as our phytoplankton. And so when we have a multi-species feeding aggregation, it is smaller fish feeding on phytoplankton, bigger fish feeding on cooler fish, dolphins feeding on bigger fish. Whales will come in a little bit late and feed on that phytoplankton. So that sound you can hear, guys, from the bow, the dolphins talking to each other. They also could be talking to you. So they are simply communicating, letting you know what's around, what's there. They also might be going, oh, them again, with the boat. But dolphins are very, very smart creatures. And so when they use our boat, they can also sometimes use us There's a little cheat method to get it through. So they can have us go in a circle around the fish. And we can just steer the fish into a bowl so that they can breathe. So there are different sizes of babies that we have. So calves are typically a month or older, and we can tell that it's a calf because it doesn't have the neonate fold. So a neonate is just basically a freshwater dolphin, and these dolphins stick with their mothers for around about 15 years. They also like to feed on milk to mothers. Or I think it's quite often, can't tell you how much, but basically the mother will put the milk into the water bowl, and the dolphin feeds off the mother's milk that way. The dolphins are born knowing how to swim, and so when they pop out, the mother will help them up to the surface to get to the breath of air. So probably all the dolphins in the Hauraki Gulf know each other, or know of each other, because even though this is a really, really large area, the way that they communicate travels through water very, very well. So if you've ever been underwater, you can always hear like a click, 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 click sound, and it's actually from a swim. And so sound travels further and better in water than it does in air. We've also got another species of dolphins that we have in the area. It is the bottlenose dolphin. But they are typically seen in longer days because they really enjoy having a bit of fun, prancing around in the water. And the colonies just like have a wee nap. You can also, if you're around these dolphins for a bit, you are able to identify them, each individual. And on the other dolphins, so they take photos to note down which dolphins that they can identify in the day. Bottlenoses, though, are easier to identify because they have smaller pods. Whereas cones, you can have super megapods, so these can range from 500 to 1,000 dolphins at a time, whereas bottlenose dolphins tend to be in pods no greater than about 20. Feeling cut to the surface to take breath right there and that is just them emptying their lungs. Instead of listening with different sounds to their whistles and clicks. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask us as well. We can try to answer them. else about dolphins is that they are very playful even with other species. Well, I don't know if it's called playful or bullying, but sometimes you might see them, especially in other countries actually, pufferfish. So they like to play in the lagoon essentially. And sometimes if you get aerial footage of dolphins, you can actually see them tail slap fish to stun them and then leave them to cetaceans that actually can see the whole seabed and know what that seabed looks like. Because although we have started doing our own sonar with boats, the ever-changing seabed means that they actually know what it looks like and where their bird's going to be and probably where the best spots are. So although we find them off the surface, we don't know what's happening underneath. We don't know what their bird's doing or who it is at any given time. So sometimes we also might come across a pond where dolphins are doing another thing, and they typically are actually mothers and babies. So mothers will really feed their calves other dolphins. That might include jumping out of the water. So we actually recently had a beaked whale in the harbour just the other week, and when you see anything and it is very, very uncommon to see them jumping out of the water. It usually makes parasites on them. So jumping out of the water and snapping your boat back onto it basically means that you're able to dislodge parasites. Other species that aren't able to do this, such as sunfish, will just lie on their side and wait for the bird to come and pick them off. Or if they near a reef, there's little fish that will come and swim forward with cleaner access. Sometimes the fish will just basically like a car wash, come and park alongside, open their mouth, get the cleaner rats to come clean them, and then mosey on. Although we're out here in the Hauraki Gulf, we have seen dolphins quite inshore. We've seen them at the Tamaki Estuary. We've also seen them under the harbour bridge. So, even though this is quite a large area, it's not uncommon to see them. Or if you're going past waterfront, which is some ferries and some like that. Sometimes in the mornings when it's quite good, you can see a pond just going on by. photos and videos, guys. Next we've got. We'll go off and try to find some more. By the looks of it. You might be close. So we are looking for a whale spout. You probably won't be able to see the whale body. And baleen whales are basically direct up and down spout. And these do not look like geysers, but it does look like you're watching the spring burst of water directly from it. And when you see this spout of water, let us know, because the Brutus whales like to swim for about 5 minutes all through their feeding. So when you see it is gone. Try to figure out where it is. Like that cloud coming out of the contrary to popular belief, it's not actually water. This is being the same with the dolphins. That would make it water in their lungs. It's actually just mucus and condensation. For those of you that can actually see the water and see the little particles in the water, that is what I mean by Dolphins also have to consciously breathe. So unlike us, we just breathe without even having to think about it. Dolphins actually need to time their breathing from when they go out to the surface. So now that I've made you think about your breathing patterns, you can think about a dolphin being under the water and going, I need to breathe right now. So when they come up to the surface, they essentially shoot. It's not just water, it is a hot air, because their blowhole goes straight to their lungs. So it was also a bit of mucus along with a little bit of water around them.
いやーいっぱいだ。 Dolphin observing permit box means that we have half an hour with each pod that we find. We have very strict rules that regulate our interactions with them. And there's actually only one other operator in Auckland that is legally, commercially allowed to come out and observe dolphins. These are super bright, super intelligent creatures. If they wanted to, they could definitely trick us and lose us. And they do that by most of the pods going down. Look, there's some right over there. Going down the water, taking off, while a few of them stay behind to lead us in another direction. And then once they feel like they've got enough distance, they'll disappear.
This may be in a little area I'll show. So this can be through birds and bees or from other behaviours such as bullying. They can temporarily get kicked out of a pod. And when this happens, and it is typically juvenile males that this happens to. Sounds about right, yep. And they will go form a small little pod until they're let back into their main pod.
Honto 数匹や。かわいい。ここかわいいちっちゃい子。中国圏の。ああ。Birthday to you. Happy birthday, Andira. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday, Andira. Now in Japan.
Be quick.
What?
Happy birthday in Japan.
No. 誕生日おめでとう。
No sé, ¿qué se inventa?
No.